No, we're not here. It's not a secret I try to hide. The virus is spreading, so we're keeping our hands sanitized.
You claim it's not in your cards, fate is pulling you miles away, 6 feet away from me. But you're here in our hearts, so who can stop me if I decide the corona can't stop me?
What if we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to stay home. Corona can't keep us apart, even though we're all alone.
It's up to you,
And it's up to me. No one can say we can't use phones. So why don't we rewrite the stars? Saving some toilet paper for us tonight. Hey everybody, it's Mr. Songer and welcome to the first of what's probably going to be many videos that we make for our band students at Chaska Middle School West. And I'm hoping that one of you will come up with a great name for this video series. So if you got something, let us know. And we're going to try to start out a lot of our videos with what you just saw, something fun, something musical. And that particular video we did because we started the school year off, if you remember, way back in the fall, doing a little rock concert for you, including Rewrite the Stars. So that's our new parody version of that. And we want to invite you, the first thing I want to tell you in this video is we want to invite you to share any videos that you have of yourself making music or even not making music. If you want to do some jokes, you want to tell some stories, you want to say hi to some people, you want to say what you miss about being at school right now, you want to do a TikTok, whatever you want to do, send it our way on Google Classroom, if that'd be the easiest way to do it for us. Post it on Google Classroom to Ms. Idell or me or on our Google Drive, and we will splice those together and put all that into a video form for you to see during one of these videos that we do for you, hopefully each day. We'll see how often we can do this, but so that's our plan. So we have about 400 students in band, so we know that we could get a lot of you just on your phone or on your Chromebook. Just do a quick little video, could be 5 seconds, send it our way, and as we get them each day, we'll compile them and send them to you, because one of the most important things that we're going to be missing right now is community and social interaction. So we want to make sure that we keep that going. And that leads to my next thing. I should have started with this. We miss you. We hate being at school without students around. In fact, yesterday when we were there, every time a student would come into our room and we were in there, we would be like, young person, and Mrs. Swanson would run over from the choir room, and it didn't even matter if we knew you or not. We were just so excited to see students in our school. So we really miss you a lot. So we hope this doesn't go on for too long, but we'll see. We'll see how things go, and if it does, we'll just keep the party going on our videos here. So I just have a few things I want to talk about here since we haven't had a chance to chat since last week. And over the course of the videos in the days to come, we'll talk a little bit more in depth about some of these things. But I'm sure you're wondering a lot of things about how remote distant learning is going to work, how you're going to be doing all this online, especially classes like band and phy-ed and art and fax, some of these classes where you're like, how do you even go about doing that remotely when we're not all at school? Well, we have a lot of ideas for you. And we have a lot of fun things planned. You are going to need your instruments at home. You are going to need to play. So if you haven't gotten your instruments, here's the deal. Today's Thursday. You have till 8 p.m. tonight, and you have tomorrow, Friday, till 4 p.m. to go get your instruments and your music. Don't forget your music too. And basically anything in the school that you are going to need to be learning at home, go and get that stuff. Go in the main entrance. If a room's not open for whatever reason, just go to the main office, find a custodian, they will let you in. And as far as the band room, check that elevator too if the band room door happens to be locked. Ms. Idell and I aren't going to be there today and tomorrow for the most part, but you can definitely go in and get your things. And another thing I want to make very clear to you is with band and all your classes, you're going to be learning some new techniques on how to get the information, whether that's via your Chromebook, using some apps, or whatever the case may be. A lot of it's going to be on Google Classroom. And it's really important to know that we are going to do our best not to overwhelm you. And yes, starting March 30th, if we continue to not have school, you're going to need to spend some time each school day doing school work. So, normally a school day is from 8:40 to 3:30. So you can plan on about that amount of time doing work that would have been done in school. But I think the main thing is that we are not going to overwhelm you. Some of you are perfectionists and you are going to want to do your best on everything. And we do not want you to be working on schoolwork from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. We also want to talk to those kids that tend to need motivation and don't put in a lot of effort. You're going to need to put in that time. And if you need help from us to motivate you, to keep you going, we are here for you. Just like you, we are going to be working during the school days as well. And we are, here if you need to message us, need to text us, need to communicate with us in any way. So just be aware of all that stuff, that this is an overwhelming situation for some of us, and we're going to try to mitigate those fears, that stress, that anxiety as much as possible. As far as your music and your instruments, like I said, get your instruments home. Hopefully you have a place that you can play at home. If you live in an apartment, townhome, a place where if you play, you're going to distract your neighbors, put a pillow up near to your bell of your instrument. Play in a closet. Play softly. If you're a brass player and you have a mute, put a mute in. Or if you're a percussionist, play your snare drum rudiments on a pillow. You just find a way to play softer. You can do it. You can find out a way to make that work. Be creative. And if you can't find your music, or you lost your music, all of your music for band is now on Google Classroom. You can access every single part. And we will also be adding music for your solos, your lesson books, some of your after school classes, wind ensembles, 7th and 8th graders. We're going to get that all on there for you so you can access it. Another thing is there's going to be 3 apps that we're going to be using during the course of this distance learning if we do it. One is called Smart Music, one is called Noteflight, and one is called Soundtrap. Smart Music is a program where you can use backtracks, and music will appear on your screen, and it'll show you what notes you got right or wrong, and you can click on notes for it to show you fingerings. You can record yourself. It's a great program. Some of you have used it before at school. Tomorrow on the video, I'm going to give you a link and information on how to get Smart Music on your Chromebook, your home computer, your tablet, and you can get working on that if you want to. So that's a really exciting thing. Noteflight for the 7th graders, we started using that the last week we had school, where you were writing music. 6th graders are going to be using that our first week back starting March 30th, so we'll get you going on that. And then Soundtrap is a program like GarageBand. So 8th graders, you started a project where you were writing a popular song using GarageBand. We're going to switch that over to Soundtrap, and you're still going to have an opportunity to do that at home. So, and by any means, if you're a 6th grader and Soundtrap sounds exciting, go ahead and use it. If you're an 8th grader and Noteflight sounds exciting, go ahead and use it, even though those grades aren't doing any required activities with those. Another thing we want to encourage you to do is to get on to, if your parents are okay with it, get onto Instagram if you're not already there, and follow our CMSW music site. And we're going to be posting a lot of great things on there. So that's a great place to go. You could also follow Ms. Idell and my personal site. I don't know if I'm speaking out of line, Ms. Idell, with that, but you can look up Maggie Zidell, or mine is Songer Eric, and we'll be posting things on there as well if you just want to kind of keep in touch on a personal level in addition to school-wide things. I know a lot of you aren't on Twitter, but you can also go on to Twitter, and our handle is @CMSWBand. We're also on Facebook. I know a lot of your parents are on Facebook. They can follow us on CMSW Music as well. And who knows, maybe you convince us to do TikTok. I know some of you know I have a TikTok. I never use it, but maybe that's a way we communicate and get some laughs out of this whole situation that we're in right now. So maybe you can convince me of that. And this would also be a really, really good time, if you're not already on there, to sign up for text reminds from us. And the way you do that is you don't have to download the text remind
or sorry, the app called Remind, but I use an app called Remind to text you, and I can do it in a way where I'm not giving out, or you're not giving out your phone number, and you're not giving out your phone number to other students, so we can text safely. And the way you do that is you go to your Messenger app or your texting app, and you just type in the number 81010. That's who you're going to text, 81010, and then you type in one of these three messages: at symbol 19 band 6 if you're in 6th grade, at 19 band 7 if you're in 7th grade, and at 19 band 8 if you're in 8th grade. And once again, I'll be sending out reminder text, a couple times a day probably, especially as we kind of get started here, and then maybe down to like once a day, which is what I usually do when we're actually meeting at school. Some of you have been asking about after school classes and the 8th grade rhythm section group. Those are in what I describe as a holding pattern right now. We just don't know what's going to happen. As far as the jazz bands go, our season was almost over. We were going to have 2 more rehearsals. This actually today, if you're in 7th or 8th grade, that's not happening obviously. And then we were going to meet after the break. And then we were all going to perform at Evening with the Stars April 9th. I'll talk more about that later. So we might just be done with that. We'll see. And if you would like your jazz band music, I have not scanned the jazz band music and put it on Google Classroom, but I'm going to kind of leave it like this. If you need your jazz band music, I have it, and I can give it to you. So just let me know if you'd like your jazz band music to practice, and that'll be no problem. I can get that too. As far as the other after-school classes, mariachi band, pop ensemble, and honor band, which hasn't even started yet, again, we're just going to have to be in a wait-and-see mode with those. And if you are signed up for one of those, or if you were like wanting to do one of those and you just haven't signed up for it yet, because now you're like, I don't even know if it's going to happen, what's the point of signing up, which I totally get, we'll be in contact with you and your parents, and just kind of give you an update as we go along on what's going to happen with those after school classes. Another really cool thing that I'm going to talk about more tomorrow probably is if you are interested in taking some private lessons. So now I'm talking to those of you who are going to really miss having structured rehearsal time where you're playing your instrument and you really want to get better. And I have so many cool opportunities for you. Again, I'll get into this a little bit tomorrow, but you'll have an opportunity to take some lessons from some incredibly awesome musicians and teachers. And there's also some really cool links I'm going to share with you. So we'll get into that a little bit more tomorrow, so make sure you check back for that. Some of you have been asking about events. Are things still on or not? I'm going to go through a list of things right now, and I'll just kind of tell you what the status of things are. If it's anything that's happening in March, it's not happening. As far as April goes, Evening with the Stars, I'm going to guess is probably not going to happen. There's been no official word on it yet, though, so we'll keep you updated with that. Solo and Ensemble, also in April 18th. I'm going to guess right now is not looking good, but again, no official word on that. As far as a rescheduling of events for those two things, that also is up in the air. We're not really sure what's going to happen. Looking towards the later part of April, the State Honor Band, for the 6 of you who made State Honor Band, again, that's tentatively still on, but we are not sure at this point either, and we are not sure if there will be a makeup date for that and when it would be. The UW Eau Claire Jazz Festival that the rhythm section was going to has been canceled, unfortunately, and there will be no makeup date for that, so that's sad. The 7th grade band trip on April 24th to Edina, we have no news on that as of yet. And then as far as all of the May events, which would be like the mariachi band performance at Reyes-Teca, the spring band concert, the rhythm section performance at Taste of Chaska, the pop ensemble performances, including the Modern Band Festival, the 8th grade trip to Wisconsin Dells, the rhythm section performances at the end of the year, and the honor band performances at the end of the year. There is no update on those as of now, but we'll keep you updated as we hear more. Okay. I would invite you, like I said, there's going to be a lot of videos. Go to my YouTube channel, Mr. Songer. That's kind of going to be my host site for a lot of things. So check that out. Also keep updated on Google Classroom. That's going to be another really important place to go. I would say that's your go-to place, but then also my YouTube channel is going to have a lot of great stuff too. And then also, like I said, signing up for reminder texts and doing social media if you do that, or your parents do that, would be a great place to go. Right now on my YouTube channel, you can check out a couple really fun things I posted for the 6th graders who we lost our tour. By the way, the 6th grade tour and Mall of America trip, those also are postponed. Obviously, those dates have gone by, and there's been no makeup dates for those as of yet, so I'll keep you in the loop with that as well. But anyway, getting back to the 6th grade band concert, the A-Day bands got a chance on that last day of school we had last Friday to make a video in our class period. Sorry, B-Day band, you didn't get a chance to do it because we didn't meet. But we took video of the bands performing, and then a lot of you came and said a couple words to some of your former teachers and friends and siblings at the elementary schools. I have edited that entire video and have put that on my YouTube channel, and I've also sent that to the elementary schools as well as the 6th grade teachers at our school, and I've already gotten a lot of feedback that we brightened their day. So that's really cool, and you can check out that video on my YouTube channel, Mr. Songer. And also, I'm posting a lot of music things that I'm doing, and just like I started this video, I said do some videos, make some videos of yourself doing music and share it. It's a great way, at least for me, to cope with the anxiety and stress of the situation, also to get myself not feeling bored, and to release some of my creativity and my creative energy. So that's a great thing to do. So I just did one last night called Alone. It's about teaching without any kids in the classroom, so you can check that out. It's pretty fun. I've also put that on a lot of my social media as well. And I'd also encourage you to go back and watch former performances on my YouTube channel, Mr. Songer. It's got all of our concerts we've done to this point. The talent show is on there. Last year's Mall of America event is on there. I was watching a little bit of that to help me cope with the fact that we're not performing there this week. So you can see a lot of former performances, especially those of you in 7th and 8th grade can look back and watch some of the things you've done before. And I'm going to end this video just by saying that I'm going to really encourage you to continue to find social outlets. I'm sure a lot of you are in your homes right now and have plans that have been canceled, and you're really not going anywhere. So especially if you're somebody who's an extrovert, somebody who loves to be with other people, I'd encourage you to find those social outlets, whether that's texting, messaging people, FaceTime, whatever it is. Just communicate. But make sure you ask your parents first, and that reminds me to be very respectful of your parents at this time. Listen to your parents. We're all in this together, and we're all going to be stronger together, and we're all trying to get through this. So listen to your parents, what they say, and if you need to reach out, make sure you know, again, your teachers are here. Your friends are here. You can always reach out to us if you need more than that support that you're getting in your home. And then hobbies. Find new hobbies. A lot of us are missing sports right now. A lot of us are missing things we did with our friends out and about, whether that's going to movies, shopping. So find some new hobbies. And one of those hobbies might actually be practicing your instrument at home, but it could be any number of things. And maybe some of you have some projects and things that you never get to. Now is your chance to get to those things if it's something that you can do at your house or outside around your house in the neighborhood. So I just encourage you to stay well, both physically and mentally, and to reach out whenever you need us. Ms. Idell and I are here, and we are missing you a ton, and I'm sure you're missing a lot of other people, just a bunch too. So let's stay together. Let's get through this. Think of a name for these videos. Let me know. Send me your videos of you doing music, telling jokes, whatever it may be. We want to hear it, and we want to share it with everybody. Have a great day, everybody.